Today my main worry is the editing, because it's June 27th or 28th today, and 29. Oh God.
Die, you fucks!
We were quite naive with the second game because we thought that we learned everything and we thought it would be much easier. We were wrong.
We underestimated the level of involvement.
But this is the biggest combination of hard work and stress. Probably the biggest project in my life.
А вот этот вот.
And action!
This is the documentary of the most controversial game of the past few years.
Первый раз, когда я услышал о проекте, я вообще не понял, о чем идет речь.
Seducer is a very particular game.
That it was in between a film and a game.
Video seduction simulator.
Dynamic, interactive movie with elements of crazy satire.
Вот все, что угодно ты снимал, а компьютерную игру ты не снимал.
Seducer is Richard's creation. He's the scriptwriter, he's the producer, he's the actor. He's mostly involved in all the processes from the very beginning, from the concept of the game to publishing and marketing the game later.
Wow. You have experience.
Your strip experience. So he's been working in the pickup artist field for many years, teaching other people, passing on this knowledge to other people about how to interact with women.
He knows basically everything about seduction, and it's like playing chess. He's good at chess, by the way.
Morning, Sarah.
Morning, Mr. Lovina.
Well, call me Richard.
He was running, I think, the biggest company at the time that helped men meet women. He had many other companies that sort of spawned off that or grew because of that original mother company.
I've known for many years that there are guys out there that are very shy and they're bad with women, and that by getting some advice they get results, and that means that they'll have a girlfriend, you know, they're not going to end up killing themselves or dying lonely.
Richard is really famous in England. He's very successful, someone who's got a lot of interest.
He's a good businessman, he's a writer, and also now he's a games publisher, creator of Seducer 1 and 2.
Richard is a risk taker. He's willing to try different things and see if they work.
I think Richard can risk. His ideas are always crazy, and this game is a big risk for him.
Everything started when I met Richard. When we were engaged, we decided to make Seducer 1.
I like doing things that people haven't done before. I thought it was, you know, a big challenge.
Mostly it was an interesting experiment. We had a very small crew. We didn't really have a director. Everyone was directing a little bit.
I lived a very quiet, happy life. I'm very lucky to not need to work too much. I managed to outsource a lot of the business, and so everything went a bit crazy with the game coming out. Because we kind of made it before Me Too and released it after Me Too, that weren't anything to do with seduction. It came under a lot of attention.
We've got tons of negative press.
Every day there was another article, and it was very personal. This guy is evil, sexist, it shouldn't exist. The Guardian, this is a Harvey Weinstein simulator. This is creating a new generation of abusers. There was an article in Italy even, so my dad was seeing it in the biggest Italian newspaper, that there was a petition to ban the game. It got a few thousand signatures.
And some people were also discussing my acting or the way I look. Like, oh, this girl's Russian. Oh yes, she can't speak English. She probably doesn't understand anything he says.
I was waking up in the morning feeling okay, but then reading something and just having adrenaline the whole day from it, so it was awful.
And it was really painful, because I think it's easy for people to criticize you when they see you on screen, and they kind of forget that you are a real person out there somewhere.
I'm just a guy, I just made a game, and people are so angry. I'm sure that if they could push a button to inflict pain on me, you know, there are thousands of people that would be happy to keep pushing it, and that's not really a nice feeling. I started doubting myself. Shit, maybe I've done something bad, maybe I'm evil, maybe I've made something that shouldn't exist, an awful game. And one day when we woke up and there was a video by a really big YouTuber, Video Game Donkey. He was showing bits in the game and laughing, and all of the comments were like, you know, this game looks hilarious, I need to get it, is it real, you know, what is it? And on that day we got a lot of wish lists, people pre-ordering the game.
In the end, positive feedback was greater than the negative feedback.
One of the nicest things, there was a guy that wrote to me, "You've done so much for me, I've been, you know, following your advice and it's changed my life, and I'm in a very happy relationship." And there were a few emails like that. So that was a great moment for me. I was very happy. I sent it to my wife and she was like, wow, that's so sweet. And yeah, we need to remember these guys. We're not making the game for these stupid journalists or the people that want to just criticize everything. So let's remember what it's about. When we were having the problems with the first game, we said, but anyway, we won't ever do anything like it again. When the game got good reviews from the players, we had like a family meeting.
We decided to have a meeting to specifically discuss whether we should do it or not.
And I was saying, but you know, the first game I couldn't do it as well as we could do it now. We learned so much, we can do it better.
Yeah, many times I thought that it's not worth it filming the second part because it would involve all the same stress, but not to make a second one and to just give up would be like a loser move.
I wouldn't want my last word as a game maker to be only Super Seducer 1 because it wasn't the best we can do.
We decided to film the second part.
And in the end we decided that okay, we can do it.
From the very beginning, we decided that we didn't want to just repeat for the first one. We were going to make it better and bigger and more interesting.
To make it look as good as possible, to make the script as good as possible, to have as good acting as possible.
Yes, 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 ooh.
Pre-production for the second game was much longer than for the first game.
we did take on board some of the criticism from the first game.
Through reading all of the comments, we were making notes.
It's hard to deal with critics. You know, it's easy to say don't listen to them, but obviously you're going to listen to them.
Richard had different people consulting him and helping him write the scripts.
Yeah, we have a whole team of experts that we can consult with, someone that actually is really fantastic in a particular area. A Tinder expert, a strip club expert, the Asian dating coach, female dating coach who teaches women how to get men to advise on the women's levels.
Said we research, so it gives it more variety and makes it more complex. And I think it makes it more interesting for men, for women, for everybody.
Stop! That's all.
Мы сняли ту игру, в которую можно заходить много раз и каждый раз наталкиваться на абсолютно иной сюжет.
And Seducer 2, we've tried to keep very fast-paced, interesting, with tons of choices. We thought also what would be interesting psychologically and what would be a challenge. So we tried to introduce a little bit more higher stakes. Today we're filming the Tinder level.
Yes. Yep.
Tinder level is hard to film because it's basically text-based, and so we tried to come up with the interesting way to film it, and we'll see if it's actually interesting and fun in the real game.
Yeah, normal picture, bam, oh shit, Jim picked, oh look at that ass, oh my god, look.
Today on set has been really interesting. I had a scene, young American girl with an older Middle Eastern.
Oh no! Oh no! Khalas!
Situation is one of the most difficult seduction scenarios. A tough girl in a group of tough guys. It's a situation where most guys wouldn't approach. So we actually want to teach some cool stuff here, you know, in the way guys can actually.
Я мечтаю, чтобы каждый игрок дошел до конца и увидел все, что мы сделали. У нас есть огромное количество материала, абсолютно неожиданного и абсолютно смелого.
Стоп! Есть. And action! 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 And action!
I think my favorite difference is how it looks. It looks fantastic.
Как выглядит площадка проекта Seducer? Выглядит так, как плюс-минус мы снимали такой хороший сериал.
I believe this game will attract a much bigger market because of the complexity and different characters, bigger crew, equipment.
We have slide-in dollies and, you know, all kinds of equipments.
A lot of different things. It's usually massive, a lot of lights, it's usually very hot and very hectic.
Начали!
Сейчас реально. Я даже говорить не могу, у меня все пипец.
Today we're filming the very beginning of the game, and we wanted to have some kind of interesting entrant. We decided that a tank was a good option.
Ну танк, он просто с любого ракурса танк, он офигенный. Это всегда ускоренный пульс. Танку 67 лет. Мы его катали 1,5 часа.
Нам нужно показать эффект присутствия, эффект скорости.
Очень красивый кадр, давайте вместе посмотрим.
Ну, это всегда, конечно, если все правильно сделать, это очень классный результат.
Ветром. Бля.
Yeah, of course, all these tanks and SWAT teams have no relation to Seduction, but after the first game we thought that the gamers want something more entertaining.
It's a big change from the first game just in the amount of time we spend filming and the amount of money. And so we're going to risk spending 10 times the money of the first game on the shooting. It's a lot more.
We have to invest. We just produce everything using our own money.
I think it's the highest risk project I've done in my life. I believe to get the money back. If it's like a vanity project or just something that you know, is for the art that won't make money, then it would be a disaster.
На съемочной площадке может произойти все, что угодно. Первый съемочный день для проекта, он оказался очень приятным, комфортным. Мы выдохнули, так классно у нас все получилось, все замечательно. Второй съемочный день.
Ну, с А начинаем, да? Или как?
We had to deal with the winds messing up the sound. We had to deal later with music, with noise from boats and jet skis. We had technical problems.
Посыпалась техника. Вот просто она приехала, и она не работает. И это накладывается таким снежным комом.
Between takes, I had this stress, and then it's like, okay, now you need to be flirty. So it was tough for me to change roles. I wasn't like the actor that can forget about all the other stuff.
У меня за 12 лет моей карьеры первый раз в жизни я не снял то, что должен был снять. Я приехал домой, я сел, у меня не было никаких эмоций. Я сижу и понимаю, что пустота. Я не снял. Смотрел всем в глаза и говорил, что так будет, а я не снял.
At some point I was thinking like, fuck it, it's not worth it, it's so stressful, and you know, we didn't spend so much money so far, maybe we just cancel, send everyone home and say thanks for the work you did so far, and yeah, finish it. But that was like a thought for a few minutes. Everyone came together, we found the solutions, and we managed to get it.
I don't think we like giving up, we just continued.
Это был большой урок, мы после этого все отложили, сели с нашей креативной группой, высчитали точную формулу, что за сколько снимается, и мы за одну ночь, за один день все переписали. То есть, если бы это был просто сериал, можно было бы сразу высчитать. А здесь уникальный продукт. И к нему нужны были вот такие уникальные экстренные решения. Сегодняшний день может стать гвоздем в крышке гроба, потому что у нас на площадке китайцы, вьетнамцы, и мы снимаем этот эпизод на языке их.
When we released the game, it was very popular in China.
Chinese players are the big fans of the game.
Richard really wanted to please them and to thank them.
We thought, why don't we do something exclusive?
По сюжету мальчик китаец будет пытаться познакомиться с девочкой, которая говорит по-китайски.
There are more men than women, so there are a lot of single guys that are shy, that have problem meeting women.
今天呢，就是主要会拍一些，就是怎么正确的去跟一些女孩子去沟通。
Как ты поймешь, говорят ли они по сценарию, или они просто тебя оскорбляют?
But today we have lots of Chinese language.
It's hard to understand everything that's going on and to make sure we have the continuity and that the script is correct and everything like that. So that kind of stuff is hard.
Когда на площадке почти никто не понимает, о чем они. То есть надо снять, подойти, спросить, а о чем мы сейчас поговорили? У вас так классно получилось, но мы как бы ничего не поняли, о чем это было.
Maybe it's crazy, but we still believe we can do it cool.
大家好，我想为中国玩家带来一个好消息。
I don't know, we can overclock the CPUs.
На самом деле у нас вообще все дни интернациональные. На площадке работает команда с представителями разных стран.
Ukrainian guys, Belarusian guys.
Publishing partner in America, we have casting and actors in the UK. So there's lots of different languages, lots of different nationalities on the set.
Нам от того, что мы разные, наоборот, круто. Они взяли что-то из своего опыта, принесли сюда, мы из своего.
It's interesting to get the different perspectives. You know, obviously, it's there are big differences in cultures across different countries, and when you have a kind of multinational team, everyone can bring their perspective to the project.
Намешивается все вместе, и будет интересно смотреть, мне кажется, абсолютно любому человеку.
Well, he can just get the shot from the behind them, right?
Okay.
Say that you recognize her from somewhere.
Okay.
You need to be much more weird.
Okay, I'll be disgusted.
It's very difficult to explain how that happened. I think that I'm so involved in production.
From the beginning, we decided that she should come, you know, to hang out, bringing me a coffee when I was acting and I'm tired, or coming and holding my hand when I'm stressed.
But when I saw that I could do something helpful, of course I decided to help as much as I could. It was very important for me that Richard's happy.
See, even this demonstrates to the... We still do not think that well yet, though.
Катя очень миниатюрная девушка, но с большим характером.
She was the best at following the script, keeping an eye on continuity, on what's coming next, and making sure that we're doing things in the right order, doing things correctly.
Она очень ответственный человек. Иногда Ричард говорит: окей. Нет, подожди, не окей.
She just comes back and does whatever and just starts dancing, and we will miss the connection after option B and put the connection
So it
only
doesn't
after
work.
option A.
If he comes back, it doesn't work. Yeah, that's true.
I want everything to be under control, so I'm kind of a little bit stressed, but it's a good stress that helps us to move forward.
It's actually quite funny because she never really worked before in her life. She went to university, she did well, but she never worked in a proper job. And so this was more like a really different change of pace.
Она в какой-то момент, когда у нас уже начались такие какие-то доверительные отношения, она мне сама сказала, что в первый день она чуть с ума не сошла, и было очень тяжело.
I felt really, really bad and dizzy. Like I thought I would pass out at some point.
Definitely in my eyes it was impressive. Her part in the project is very important, so she can really feel like an important member of the teams.
Me and Richard really saw each other in the working environment, work hard towards the common goal, and it brought us closer. We didn't really have any arguments or fights or something like that. I think I have more and more respect for him when I see the way he works hard, the way he just cares so much, and it just makes me like him even more.
У них очень сильная диффузия, у них очень сильное проникновение. Они как голова и шея, то есть это та пара, которая вот неразделима во всех сферах своей жизни.
No, it brought us closer together and, you know, gained more respect for each other, and it makes it our project, not just my project that she was, you know, not really part of. So it was a good thing for our relationship, but we don't need to repeat it because it was too hard.
Yeah.
And then like...
Скользим.
Perfect. Yes, it's nice.
Today we're doing the casting. We've got lots of different girls. We're looking for girls for all of the roles throughout the whole game. Today we've got about 40 girls coming in, so we'll see how many good ones come here today. I live in Eastern Europe, so this is where we shoot, and I have the connections, you know, for the production and stuff.
We started casting processes from here, so we had some Slavic girls.
My name is Anna, I'm 20 years old. I am 20 years old. I'm a teacher, I work at school.
I'm a model, I have a lot of shootings.
I want to write a book.
I'm an active and positive person.
I love dancing, going to the club.
Now can you just show us lots of different emotions? Very happy.
Yes! Woo!
Super angry.
Who's that girl next to you?
Every little option is a little film in itself. So during 40 seconds, we have to show the whole story, and therefore the acting should be really vivid. That's what we were looking for.
So I'm going to insult you a little bit, and you need to react to me strongly. Forget, you know, the stronger the better. In the casting, we had different phases, you know, where they just spoke, and then we had the second part, like a test where I would talk to them, behave in a way that needs a strong response. You've got this lovely hair. It looks really nice.
Thank you very much.
I'm just imagining later when we have sex, I will just pull it. Would you like that? I was watching you in the tennis, and you know when you did the serve, and I could see your arse, and I took a screenshot and I put it on my wall. Listen, I'm here with my wife, and we wondered if you'd like to come home and have a threesome with us.
Richard comes and he's super rude. He says something awful or tries to touch them, and they're just like, no, what you doing? Stuff like that.
We're looking for girls that are very confident, that can react well, especially when I'm rude to them or insult them, that can be strong and not too shy.
Oh my God, are you crazy?
What do you think? Yeah, very crazy.
Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Maybe you are crazy a little bit?
I'm crazy for you. It was a surprise, especially when we had maybe over 50 girls in the castings.
I'm not this girl that you're thinking.
Why?
I need my local space. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, well, I don't know too many bad words. No sex, no.
He had to go further and further.
I mean, I felt a little bit sorry for the girls because that we had to test them out. You're the most dirty bitch of all of them.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, don't apologize.
You can kiss only my...
Your what? Your ass?
Yes.
All right, come back to my house, I'll kiss it. I'm not really rude, yeah, I'm not a rude person. I was always respectful when I talk to women, and if I'm rude in the game, I think it's just for comedy.
Police? Hello. You know one guy, he...
Hey guys, it's me again. You remember me? One girl unexpectedly hit me. I'm dying soon, and I've never had sex with a girl taller than me, so what do you say? Can we just go quick? Me, and we chose her because of this.
That actress took part in the level girl in a group of guys.
Super Seducer was the place where I gave my first lap.
I was surprised, but I was quite happy because we want the strong reactions, but obviously it was a surprise. The day was quite fun, but I don't know how productive it was. So we met lots of girls, and lots of them had some good qualities, but not many of them were the full package that we're looking for. I think we need to do more casting. I think from these girls we can maybe find a few that we can use in some way. But for the main roles, I think we need to do some more casting. You know, in England you can find many girls that can be rude. It's not a problem. You know, all the girls are used to screaming and shouting.
Slavic girls don't swear as much. They are more quiet, and I think the girl is usually more likely to just leave. So after these castings, we understood that we had to really commit to finding actresses and actors abroad. We have professional actors who came from England and America.
I'm Louise.
Louise, nice to meet you.
Yeah. What's your name?
It's Fraser, Cranwell II.
It was great. One of the actors we had from London, very experienced classical actor, worked with Shakespeare, done a lot of theatre in Wonder Woman, long-running HBO and BBC television series.
So, stand by, rehearsal, action.
Working with the professional actors, it was very clear. They immediately understood the concept, where to stand and how to carry out some physical action. They stayed in character. You know, for example, in the bar, they needed to pretend that it was loud, and they needed to act as if they're talking over that, and they could hold that the whole time. They could hold the act.
For the actresses, it goes accordingly. You have to react to, for example, Richard being very nice and lovely, and you have to act as if you like him and you have this attraction there, and then cut, and then next one, and you have to be shocked because he's so rude and awful. Or he's super boring and you have to be bored, and this is difficult even for professional actors.
Sometimes he gets freaky.
You lose! Yeah!
But sometimes he's normal. I don't know. Two or three different person living in him.
Когда ты должен за одну смену 30 раз обрадоваться, 30 раз загрустить и 30 раз разозлиться в хаотичном порядке.
You fucking ugly finger!
I'm a sensitive person and you've driven a knife through Mahmoud's heart.
Mahmoud will conquer the world!
И ты свою нервную систему как мочалку выжимаешь туда-сюда.
Like green, okay, now red, now green, now red. So it's not like you can be in one character all the way through the filming process. You're constantly changing.
They told me that it was a very new kind of project for them, and they liked it because it was challenging.
Normally in all film and TV, you've got the script basically word for word. It could change a little bit, but it's pretty much word for word. We didn't do that.
We definitely had a lot of improvisation. That's what the project is all about.
But behind the cushion, and then you're gonna come and ta-da!
У нас сценарий недословный зачастую. Мы даем огромную амплитуду возможностей проявить свою органику.
Everything is improvised apart from one sentence. We didn't have more script than you see on the screen when you play the game.
This stuff quite funny because you get to be a real idiot.
But I really enjoy the challenge of improvisation. The other person could say anything and I could say anything.
To react naturally.
Sometimes, we have to change stuff. Sometimes an idea or an option isn't working. For me, I was really interested in getting really impactful, truthful performances.
You piece of fucking shit!
Let me do that again.
I like improv. It's fun to just think of things on the spot. And if you have a big script, you overthink it, and then it just looks like you're acting.
Fucking security! Sir, no, please, sir!
Sometimes actors suddenly just changed the script, and it was much better, and it was so natural and great.
There were probably around 20 times when we said, why don't we do that? Or forget that red option, let's do this instead.
I haven't had a script. I'm just going from what Richard is telling me, so it's very instinctive, it's very natural in terms of, well, how will you react if some of these actions happen to you? It's pretty obvious.
Если бы игроки увидели сценарий, они бы не нашли огромного количества материала, который был в игре. И это класс, потому что сценарий ожил, и он начал жить своей жизнью. И на основе литературного сценария начали возникать и свои находки на площадке. Такой процесс очень много принес шуток, очень много.
We didn't plan this, but in the red level they decided it's good if they pull me in the water. We did it just in one take because now I'm wet, so we couldn't do it again.
Is it hard to approach girls?
It is when you've put your cock and balls between your legs and you've got your trousers around your knees.
He's gonna take his pants off.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay.
То есть актер снимает штаны перед девушкой в баре, при массовке 20 человек, прячет все между ног и показывает манджайна.
And he really did it. It might not be visible in the final game, but he was actually fully naked doing the mangina.
Look guys, look, it's a mangina! Oh my god, it's a mangina! Everybody, it's a fucking mangina! Stop!
And who's the best actor, you or Richard?
Me or Richard? Oh, definitely me. I mean, have you seen Richard put his cock and balls between his legs? No. You know when I learned that? At the Royal Shakespeare Society. I mean, DiCaprio doesn't have to do this, does he?
In the end, when you watch it, you know, it all looks fun and haha, it's nice. But behind the scenes, there's always stuff, you know, that gets in the way and everyone's running around to make things work.
Fine.
Behind the scenes, there's a lot of movement. Every time the director says cut, there's people running, talking.
Ричард поначалу вот так на все реагировал, потому что он думал, что скандал на площадке какой-то происходит.
In general, we like our life really calm. Richard had to adjust, and I had to adjust to how the things go.
In general, there's so much work. We've already been working for hours by the time you see the first second of the game.
У нас график был не плотный. У нас график был убийственный.
Are you sleeping today? Few hours. Like every day. Here. 4 hours. 5 maybe. 4.
Конечно, мы спим очень мало, и это всегда очень большие смены, это 20 часов в максимальном физическом, эмоциональном напряжении.
So they couldn't have any days off, and I don't know how they did that. It's still a mystery and a miracle for me, because these people work so hard and they don't lose their focus, so they're real heroes.
Подумай о том, что мы будем снимать до 4 утра и плачь просто. Я могу расплакаться прямо сейчас по этому поводу.
Плюс на это все накладывается огромное количество форс-мажоров.
Everything just changed during the day, and it's so unexpected and sad for you that it's very hard.
Almost every filming day some stuff would go wrong. A few times we need to change the script, and that's obviously the hardest thing, because you've kind of made it for a reason that you think is the best thing to do, and you've visualized it, and then your kind of vision for the project has to change.
Today is really exciting. It's early in the morning, but we've got a fantastic level. It's of funny elements. In the past few days we had a few problems, so it meant that we needed to reduce the level, that we missed some cool choices that we wanted to include. But today I think we're going to be able to include everything. Ready?
I am ready.
We were very late, and I would like to cut the ending.
Come on, we made this level fantastic. I'm not going to cut it.
I don't think this actually adds to the value.
Of course it adds to the value, definitely. We probably cut around 25% of the level.
Before you start filming, you have a vision and you envisage how it will all work.
And quite painful to have to delete something that you worked on, something that you liked, something that you created.
Every day we start with the makeup with Katja, and it's nice because she's always in a good mood, and at the same time we're going over the script, so any kind of final preparation we can do.
So Richard is being the main actor in the game. He never went to drama school, and he was never a proper actor in a movie or somewhere. But he had a lot of experience doing his videos and different events where he had to speak on stage.
Ричард красавчик, как человек, по большому счету, из другой абсолютно области. На этих съемках столкнулся с огромным спектром вещей, которые для него в новинку. Камера пока что еще не передает запах. Здесь очень едкий дым, он начинает сразу першить в горле. Этим дышать нежелательно. Да, у меня вот есть режиссерская масочка, у всех есть свои масочки, а Ричард без масочки. Но Ричард с этой задачей справляется очень по-английски. Ему даже если тяжело, он не подает виду, очень интеллигентно решает все вопросы.
Вот эти два сняты. Потому что на сзади.
This is the SWAT team. They're gonna kill me. I have to...
Oh. Those special things that explode, and then the blood comes out of them. That really explode and can affect your heart.
Прорвет рубашку. Прорвет, да?
Но там есть взрывчатое вещество, оно прорывает одежду. При Ричарде пиротехник говорит, я на сердце крепить не могу, потому что можно остановить сердце ударом этим. Ричард это слышит и не отступает назад.
If I die, I die.
Когда мы снимали спецназ, я говорю, значит, ты просто выпадаешь из кадра. Подставь себе руку, не падай, аккуратненько сойди. Окей. И полностью падает плашмя. И не двигается, пока я не скажу стоп, и оказывается, он даже не дышал.
That was actually the painful moment because I fell and hurt my arse bone, whatever it's technically called, and that happened because I was very worried about falling and it looking stupid and I waste the take. So I wanted to react, you know, as strongly as possible and not think too much.
Big Boss wants another take. So we will do it again.
Stop! Richard.
I just do it. I just do my job. Big boss, director. Who wants the good result?
For me, it's absolutely normal. I know that there's no limit to his inspiration, there's no limit to his abilities.
Ричарду пришлось через многое пройти. Фактически он балансировал на этом танке, который на третьей передаче со скоростью 50 км в час на ниточку держался, вот, чтобы вы понимали. Дыму от двигателя, во всем этом масле, во всей этой пыли, и он ездил ровно столько, сколько нужно было. И, Ричард, как дела? Все хорошо, все хорошо. Нужен дубль, пожалуйста.
It's not so comfortable sitting on it. The main thing is it's super noisy. I think if you stayed on it for like an hour, you'd probably have hearing damage.
Я ждал, что этот человек скажет: Артур, у меня белая рубашка и мокасины Прада. Я не полезу на танк.
Yeah, my shirt and trousers are okay. I was careful. My shoes are a little bit dusty, but it's okay. I actually try to stay calm when I'm not filming. I like to be very relaxed. I have my picnic blanket here, so if I had an hour's break, I would just, you know, sleep on this, and that keeps my energy for when I need to shoot. We always have water. We have some coconut water, and we normally just have some snacks, but obviously nothing too heavy because then it makes you tired. And when does she open eyes here? Open your eyes! Open your eyes, Lilia! Open! It's a raccoon!
Oh my god!
God, it's scratching me. They say never work with children and animals, and we see why.
I really like Richard's acting, and he makes me laugh. Like, as soon as it's like cut, he's like saying some funny things that make me laugh, and yeah, it's really good.
I would describe Richard as a bit of a wild card, unpredictable.
It's a player, yo!
I think the good thing about Richard's acting is that he's not afraid to look silly.
Oh my god, look guys, what a pencil did! Come! Oh my god!
Вот если он действительно хорошо смешной и рождается реакция, то без разницы, как он при этом выглядит. Главное, что есть конечный результат.
My favorite moment was when we had an episode with a stripper guy, when he had a dance with Richard.
Very uncomfortable, but funny.
Вот у человека абсолютно своя уникальная органика. Это касается мимики, интонации голоса, жестов, всего. Это человек, за которым интересно наблюдать.
Okay. Die, you fucks.
Вот я тебя так толкаю. Все, смотрите, ребят.
This might be one of the most sexy scenes in the game. Now we have some close moments as well, so it might get even more sexy.
How does your wife react to it?
She's on Instagram, so it's okay,
Yeah,
she won't notice.
It might sound surprising, but I didn't feel jealous at all.
Katya's not that predictable. I wasn't sure if she would be jealous.
You know, in the first game she was a little bit jealous, but I think it's because she wasn't part of the process. And this time she was really in work mode. She just was looking at it like, I want the best result.
At the same time, I understand that it's not real life, it's job. We're producing the game. I know those actresses, we have good relationship with them. They became my friends, a lot of them.
Когда мы снимали «Где Ричард», уламывает на секс девушку в квартире. Я говорю: Ричард, проведи рукой по ноге, потом возьми, задержись на бедре, потом на талии. Я делаю экшен. Катя не выдерживает. Ричард, я разрешаю!
And you can continue, I mean, touching.
Thank you, baby.
I think maybe it was uncomfortable sometimes for Richard to be with the actresses on set knowing that I'm watching, but I tried to make it as relaxed as possible for him and for everyone. Like that, right? Like you caressing her, right? Like that.
Он очень боится ее обидеть, мне кажется, и это классно, потому что он очень ценит ее чувства.
It's not really my environment. I'm introverted and enjoying being part of the team, but it is definitely not the situation that I would normally find myself in with that many people.
When people see him now, they find it difficult to believe that he was shy, and he found it difficult to talk to people generally, not just girls, but he was very, very shy. Yeah, when he had his first girlfriend, proper girlfriend book, I think he maybe was 20 or 21. So he saw his shyness as a limitation, and he felt he needed to do something to overcome it.
And yeah, you're definitely racist. Who the fuck comes to an Asian fusion restaurant and orders this salad?
He's put himself in so many situations that previously would have been terrifying for him. So to go and speak to a large room full of people, to be on the stage, to meet crowds, he's done it so many times now that he's become accustomed to it.
I don't think I'm irreplaceable. I don't have much opinion of my acting skills because I'm not an actor. So I understand that it's all in my hands. I take that responsibility, so I just need to concentrate and do my best. We'll see what the players think. If the players mind, then it's a success. If they don't, then me, but it's a fail.
Я видел по нему, что то, что происходит в данный момент его жизни, для него очень важно. Человек был на площадке все время. Меньше уделять времени и сказать: ребят, значит, в 3 часа дня, через 2 месяца, в таком-то месте покажете мне готовый продукт. Человек все свои усилия, настолько, насколько мог, отдал этому проекту.
Project, there were, I don't know, many days where I was sitting with Kat and saying, fuck this bullshit, it's too much, we shouldn't do that, waking up at 6 a.m.
We talk to each other like, do you think it's worth it? Do you think we're doing something good here? Do you think anyone even needs it? It's really normal. You just have to overcome that and go further.
One of my favourite books is Shackleton, Endurance, about how they lived through the Arctic winter stranded. And, you know, fuck, if they can do that, then I can do this filming process without whining.
This is the first red option in the game. Well done and congratulations for choosing it.
You know, throughout my life, sometimes I've played games and felt like I was wasting my time. So with Super Seducer, we really wanted to make it something where you could learn.
Particularly for young guys, it's very difficult to find role models and information that's actually going to help them meet the women they like. And so a game like this that actually gives them the tools in a very simple, straightforward and entertaining way.
In real life, you can never try and see the result and then try another option. But here you can do it and that's perfect.
Stop!
And for the guys, of course, first of all, it's educational. They will definitely improve their performance with the girls.
It's not about seducing women or anything, it's about improving yourself so you become a more attractive person.
Это не про снять девушку, а это про преодоление робкости и истребление глупостей.
I hope you're gonna pass all the green options and you're gonna be successful with the girls also, in real life, not in the game.
The game also punishes all bad behavior. If you choose a red option, incorrect option, then the woman will always react.
Red options get punished hard. But it's all about his reaction, so it's all right.
Should be punished, not just in the feedback, but also by the girl in the levels.
Sometimes they could slap you or hit you or call police or security.
The hardest part of Super Seducer 2 was when I had to choke Richard.
Что ты делаешь? Я не знаю, как его убивать. О боже! Раз. Два. А потом села вот так вот. И вот.
I got choked out with a ribbon, I got kicked, I got hit in the dick many times, or balls, I got punched in the stomach. I had security throw me out a lot of times, twisting my arm, got humiliated. So yeah, got lots of punishment.
I have this gun, and I also have a paper spray. What the?
In my life, I wouldn't say I did many red choices. I never was verbally sexual, you know. I would never go up and say, so you want to fuck or something. I wouldn't say that kind of thing. And I give a woman the right to be rude to me, and it doesn't mean I need to be rude back, because she's allowed to be having a bad day or whatever. And if I'm trying to talk to her, she can be rude, and I'll leave.
I think this game is more for the guys, and also it could be a good option for the girls. I think girls could learn how to behave from this game.
I think for ladies it would be entertaining to see how the guys can behave sometimes, how good they can be or how bad.
You can also see what they think, what's in their mind, and be ready for their reactions.
Is actually understanding what the guy is thinking. So I think this game is sort of a little window into the mind of the average guy.
I think for the girls, it's just to show what you can actually do, that you can stand for yourself.
In the scenario, there were some options that I actually would do in my real life. For example, this moment of saying final no.
I'm quite mild and diplomatic by nature, but like today I really learned to say no.
Understand that the girl is the one who makes the choice where to lead the relationship and all the communication with the guy.
At the same time, it's a bit of fun.
This is just a game, and you know, the bad choices you make, they're obviously just for show.
I think as long as you have sense of humor, everyone should be okay with jokes like this.
When you turn the camera, you will see that everyone laughs when we film in some red options from the game, because they're just funny.
I'm a very liberal person and a feminist, but I don't think that it's about hurting women. I really think that it's about genuinely just being able to talk to women. I think a lot of people have issues with that because of male insecurity.
We're not teaching people how to be a bad boy. We show what they don't need to do, but we show it in a fun way.
So if you only showed the good, people wouldn't see like the differences.
Super Seducer overall I think is a unique concept because it would be entertaining and people have fun and laugh and whatever, but they also leave and they're like, oh, actually I learned something. And there was a review the other day on Steam that was from a guy who said, you know, I just played it having fun, and then I noticed I was in the bar with a girl and I used some lines from the game and they worked. And, you know, I dated the girl or whatever from it, and I was like, ah, yeah, that's what we were looking for. So my business has always been a little bit more controversial, but I always believed that I was making the world a better place. I get emails all the time from guys that say, thank you, it changed my life, I'm in a happy relationship. Same advice as in the game, changed their life and basically turned them from someone that was depressed to being very happy.
Today is the last filming day, it's the 10th of July maybe, and we're filming the red options feedback. This is the last filming day of the entire project, so everyone's very happy.
I think that we're getting a lot more footage. 9 hours, it's almost like a whole season of a TV show.
It was fun filming it, and it's really nice to create something, and I think that's worth it.
Because the project's great in my opinion. I love how the things look on screen.
Now, of course, it's still a controversial project, and I'm sure there will still be a lot of negative press and reviews and articles, and we will have to face all the comments.
Мы слабых критиков уже давно отсекли, мы уже перешли на другой этап. Теперь от критикантов нам тоже нужен другой уровень. Они должны быть посообразительнее.
I'm kind of get used to the fact that obviously will be some people that will take this game too seriously. And that's the problem, why they won't like it.
The most important thing is not the critics, it's the players. So I was always waiting for their opinion.
I think the best reaction I could hope for is if people say the game is funny.
И я горжусь тем, что возникла новая жизнь. И каждый игрок проживет свое уникальное количество ошибок, правильных решений.
We are trying with Super Seducer to make people understand that everything you do in life is a choice, and you have to be responsible for it, and it all depends on you.
It's to challenge yourself, to push your comfort zone, to put yourself in difficult situations and see how you deal with it. Put yourself in a situation you think you can't deal with it, and then you'll find the way and you'll be a better person at the end.
Ребят, finish. Всем спасибо! Съемки проекта Super Seducer 2 объявляются оконченными! Ура!
And remember not to do the red options. Like